She was standing there at the door, just.
Alright, so today's topic, we're going to continue with angle properties and triangles, okay? So what you guys have in front of you, draw an acute triangle, obtuse triangle, whatever. You guys can just put a line through those two. What do we know? So we need to know the important thing about triangles though. What do we know about the interior angles of a triangle?
They all add up to 90.
Close?
180.
180, yeah. They all add up to 180, okay? So it doesn't matter the shape of the triangle, okay? It's always going to add up to 180, okay? Okay, good. Okay, so we'll skip that as well. And we will get to that in a second. So let me go over some terminology first, and then we'll jump into those Kagan worksheets, okay? So, where are we? So terminology. So you guys have two sheets, right? You got the Kagan activity 2 and activity 2 and activity 3, right?
Sure.
So that is page 145. Okay, so can you grab out that one? So the activity 2, the one that looks like this. Okay. So terminology, let's see what this says. Okay, perfect. So in triangle 6, 7, and 10, so this thing right here, so triangle 6, 7, and 10. Okay, 6, 7, 10. In triangle 6, 7, 10, angles 5, so right here, 5, 8, 9, and 11, these are all exterior angles, okay? Exterior angles are those angles that are on the outside of our shape.
So we're trying to find those.
I know, so we're just knowing what an exterior angle is.
Okay.
We will find those, and that's going to be tomorrow's stuff, okay?
Okay.
But yeah, we just need to know what an exterior angle is. Okay, so let's write this down. Exterior angle is an angle outside the polygon. Okay, and a polygon is just a enclosed shape. Doesn't matter how many sides we have. Okay, so this is just going to be the angle outside of the polygon. Okay? Okay, and we talked about and we already talked about which ones are our exterior angles. So that is great. So I'm just going to pause there, and we're going to, or you guys are going to get some practice on finding interior and exterior angles. Okay? So we will do number 1 and 2 together. Okay, and then I'll let you guys do 3 to 6. Okay? So for question 1, we have measure of angle 6 equals 57 degrees. And when you guys are doing these, I need you to do them on an extra sheet of paper, okay? Because there's just no room to do your calculations on here, okay? Okay, so question 1. And do you guys need a piece of paper right now for this then?
Yeah, sure.
There's a gust of wind.
Alright.
There's an extreme gust of wind.
Okay,
Okay, and there's the right paper. Okay, so question 1 on activity 2. We have measure of angle 6 is equal to 57 degrees. The measure of angle 7 is equal to 87 degrees. And we're asked to find what is measure of angle 10. Okay, so we know that this is 57 degrees. And we know this is 87 degrees. What is the interior sums of an angle?
Just wait. 180.
180, right? So 180 minus measure of angle 6 minus measure of angle 7 equals
36.
measure of angle 10. Okay, so 180 minus 57 minus 87. Yeah, I like that. So then we get measure of angle 10 is equal to 36 degrees. Perfect. Okay, so that was the first one. We'll do example, let's jump to example 4, okay? We will jump to example 4 next. Does that make sense though? Like it's pretty straightforward, right? I just want to make sure that I'm not overlooking it. Okay, so we'll jump to number 4. So we know measure of angle 2 is equal to 135 degrees. Measure of angle 3 is equal to 112 degrees.
No, you're trying to find angle 3.
For question, oh yeah, I'm on the wrong one, sorry. Thank you. Measure of angle 11 is 100 degrees. 100 degrees. So find measure of angle 7, then measure of angle 3. Okay, so we know the measure of angle 2. So this is 135 degrees, and the measure of angle 11 is 100 degrees. So we need to find M7 and then angle 3 as well. Okay?
This is adding up to 360.
Sorry?
And this is adding up to 360.
Why?
Oh, or no, it shouldn't add up to anything, never mind.
Right, so the inside of our triangle will add up to 180, right?
Yeah,
But we're not given those interior angles, right? We're given exterior angles.
yeah.
But if we have a straight line and an intersecting line, what must the degrees be on either side or of that line? The sum of it. If it's a straight line,
90,
close.
180.
Yeah, that one. Okay? If we have a straight line and we have a line that intersects it,
So then,
the sum of the two angles must equal 180 degrees, right?
so then it should be, so angle 5 should be, right?
What would angle 5 be?
45 degrees.
Angle 5 is right here.
Angle.
Oh, angle.
Definitely not 45.
This is angle 6.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about angle 6, right? Yeah.
135.
And then, so for angle 6 is equal to 180 degrees minus 135 degrees, right?
45 degrees.
Yeah, so then we get angle 6 is equal to 45 degrees. Okay, but we're looking for 3 and 7. So, before we get in there, before we can find angle 7, what angle do we need to find?
Angle 3.
Okay, how would we find angle 3?
Oh, we could find angle 10 as well,
Perfect, yes.
which would be 80 degrees.
Perfect, yes, good, 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 right? So yeah, so we know that angle 11 is 100 degrees, so we can find that angle 10 is 80 degrees, right? Remember, two angles on a straight line must equal 180 degrees, okay? Good. So now that we know angle 10 is 80 degrees and angle 6 is 45 degrees, what can we calculate?
Well, we know, oh wait, that doesn't make sense.
What must the sum of angles inside a triangle equal?
180.
180,
now
right?
Now you go 80 plus 45.
Perfect.
Which is,
Yeah, because we know angle 10 and we know angle 6. Now we can find angle 7, right? So to find angle 7
so,
is 180 degrees
it'd be 55 degrees.
minus 45 degrees minus 80 degrees. Angle 7 is equal to 55, did you say, Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so if we know this is 55 degrees,
And the other one must be 125.
Perfect.
Angle 3 must be 125.
Perfect. Then angle 3 must be 125 degrees. Excellent. Excellent. So just to answer our question, measure of angle 7 is 55 degrees. And the measure of angle 3 is 125 degrees. Okay?
Why is it the first day back and half the class is missing?
I know, it's
Nobody was here last.
yeah, it's
Social
low
was
attendance
empty.
today, hey? Okay, are we okay with this stuff?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Okay, so I'll give you guys 10 minutes, so until it's 10:30, to do 2, 3, 5, and 6, okay? Okay, so given this diagram, it's a triangle with like a line on it, right? What is the relationship between the following angles? Okay, so first we're going to talk about angle 1, 2, and angle 3. What is the relationship between those three angles?
I think they're all the same because it's an equilateral triangle.
But you don't know that, right?
They equal to 180.
That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. Okay, they equal up to 180 degrees.
This is so easy. Why didn't you get it, Hal?
If it was an equilateral triangle, it would look like this. Okay, but in this case, we do not know it's an
Yeah, it's
equilateral.
like the easiest question in the world.
But we know that they always add up to 180 degrees, right? Okay. What about angle 3 and angle 4?
They add up to 180.
Okay, good.
I said 180 before you even
No, what I said. You said.
They add up to 180. Okay. Well, let's look at this relationship. Angle 1, angle 2, and angle 4 now. Okay. So angle 1,
Not be a 180.
it would not be a 180. You're right. If we added them up, though, right?
Yeah.
I would say
I'm gonna go with
If they-
about 100 and 205 degrees total.
I would say they all. It's something to do with angle 3, I think.
Yeah, it does, right? Because if angle 3 and angle 4 add up to 180, right?
They all add up to 180 when with angle 3.
Oh, they equal up to 180.
Okay, so take a note, please. So the relationship between angle 1, 2, and 4 is the measure of an exterior angle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles. So in this case, angle 4 equals angle 1 plus angle 2 is what that means in a formula. Okay, angle 4 equals angle 1 plus angle 2.
Any day.
Man, you guys miss each other. Who's chirpy today?
It's
It's good. Alright, are we all good with that? Okay. Determine the measures of angles A, B, and C.
What day did we piss off Pete Adams? And that guy.
Thursday? Friday?
I think it was Friday.
So,
No, I didn't go on Friday.
looking at this, what do we know from this image?
We know that the angle just below B is 20 and the one beside A is 67 and the one at the very end is 39.
Okay, yeah. So we have a few givens for sure. What does this mean?
That they're the same on both sides. So that would mean
No, careful. What do these arrows mean? Cody?
they're parallel.
Yeah, they're parallel, right? They're parallel, okay?
Parallel.
And if we have something that intersects two parallel lines, what do we call that again?
An intersecting something, or
Starts with a T.
T.
Transverse line.
Transverse line.
Okay, so we have a transverse line running through our two parallel lines. Right? So here are our parallel lines going across.
Not parallel anymore.
Now they are.
Actually, you kind of messed up the same way.
Okay, so they are parallel, and we have a transverse line. Okay, so remember, like same side, opposite, same side, interior, alternate interior, right? So Logan mentioned that we know this angle. Where is the alternate interior angle for that?
A.
For this
Oh,
67.
no. Sorry, it would be B.
And you're really close. So it's here. And where does it end? Does it just end at B?
No, and 20.
End 20. Yes, good. Okay? So we know this right here is 67 degrees. Okay? And that is because those are alternate interior angles, right? Okay. So if we know that this whole angle is 67 degrees, B is going to be what?
97 degrees. Sorry, 87 degrees.
Smaller. B, so if this whole angle is
It's gonna be
67
47
degrees. Yeah, perfect, right? The whole angle is 67 degrees,
Oh.
but this angle here is 20, right?
B is 40, yeah. 40.
So 67 minus 20, angle B equals 47 degrees. Okay?
And then we could find A now. So we got 39 and 47.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we know that this is 47. Yeah. So angle A is equal to 180 minus 47 minus 39 degrees, which is equal to 180 minus 39 minus 47. A is equal to 94 degrees.
And now we can find C because we got 94 and 67. And then it'll add up to 180.
Yeah, perfect. So then we got angle C, because that's a straight line, right? Those three angles A, C, and 67 are supplementary, right, Cody?
Yeah.
Yeah. So angle C is equal to 180 minus 67 minus angle A, which is 94 degrees.
Which equals up 38. 48.
No. 180 minus 67 minus 94.
31.
I got 19 degrees for that, yeah.
Let's just take a guess.
Can I use the washroom real quick?
Yep.
No.
Okay, so angle C is equal to
I don't know, can you?
19 degrees.
Picture the blood saying dumb time.
Guarantee it.
What?
Okay,
Just like
you guys okay with that?
math class, yeah.
Yeah, he does that every single math class.
I'm gonna show John's too. It's gonna be funny.
Alright. So, we're gonna do number 5 together of the text. Cody, do you have your textbook here today?
I should, yeah.
Okay. Oh, so your binder? Great. Okay. So, our assignment is right there. So page 90.
Why do we need the textbook?
I didn't think we were, but we
Can we just do like the back page of this?
got. That's gonna be like additional stuff. Yeah. Okay. So question 5. We know this, and that is equal. Okay, so although we have an equilateral triangle. Ooh, interesting. Fun. Okay, good. Okay, so that is going to be our angle A. This is going to be D. And this will be C here. Okay? So again, these line segments, which have been marked by my marker, indicate that they are the same length.
Shouldn't say anything, no, he's not gonna
Okay?
Yeah, no.
So, these are the same length. So let's write these down in our notes, please.
Patiently trying to wait for Logan snap because he's gonna send one to a group chat
Come on.
He's not going to.
in the next 2 seconds.
If he doesn't
So-
say it in the next 2 seconds, I'm gonna tell him.
If we have three side lengths, which are the same length, what type of triangle do we
Should
have?
be writing down.
Well, yeah, where it says question 5. Yeah, would be perfect. Yeah.
Well, like when I'm in the textbook, am I writing down anything, or am I just using the?
Yeah, that's just the English, question 5. So we're right now. Okay, so if we have three sides which are the same length, what do we call it?
A triangle.
No,
It is a triangle, yeah, but what kind of?
equilateral.
Equilateral, right? And if all three side lengths are the same, what can be said about the angles inside of that?
I don't know. They're symmetrical. Or
Right, so are they going to be different or the same?
same.
Same, right?
Same
And-
angle.
What is the sum of angles inside of a triangle,
180.
right? And how many angles do we have in a triangle?
3.
So what is each angle inside my equilateral triangle going to be?
60.
Yeah, 60 degrees. Good. Okay, so a proof just means to explain you know the answer in an organized way or show your work, okay? So we know that we have so when you guys are writing your quiz tomorrow, okay, you need to prove, you need to explain why you got that answer, okay? You have to say like, well, I know
It's Mr. Jones' top.
angle C is equal to 60 degrees, and then the other column will be like, what is your reason? Okay? And then you'll be like, it's an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Therefore, all sides and angles are the same. Okay, so you get half a mark for this thing right here, and then you get the other half mark for your reason. Okay, so if you only give like your angles lengths or whatever, you only get half the marks. Okay, so you have to be able to justify your reasoning. Okay, so angle C is equal to 60 degrees because equilateral triangle and all sides and angles are the same. Okay, so that means my angle D is also 60 degrees, right?
You like what, I
Right?
see a Snapchat from Logan.
No, let's finish this and then we're done. It's our last problem, okay? So D is equal to 60 as well.
Yeah.
What must this be?
120.
Right, yeah. Because if this is 60 degrees, this must be 120 degrees. Okay?
And if that's 120 degrees, then
Then you take the 180 minus.
then the rest
And-
of the angles are.
And now remember, this is the same side length as that, right?
Yeah.
These two are the same side lengths.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
So then these two angles the same then?
I don't think so.
Yep.
I don't. Okay.
They are the same. Yep.
Oh.
So let's go, what we'll call this D.1, okay? Angle D.1 is equal to 120 degrees because it is supplementary, okay? And you need to use your math terminology tomorrow, okay? So D.1 is 120 degrees because it's supplementary. And then we would go and say angle A is equal to, so we have 60 degrees left, right? Because there's 180 inside of a triangle.
Yeah.
Minus 120 equals 60 divided by 2. Angle 3 is equal to 30 degrees. If we have two side lengths that are the same, what type of triangle do we call that?
Another triangle.
Isosceles.
Oh, I've heard about that one.
How do you spell that? It seems like.
Oh my god. Isosceles. Isosceles triangle. Therefore, the other two angles are the same. Okay? So, you need to justify your calculation. Okay? What's your reasoning? Okay?
Or
Prove
else
your
we'll
work.
get half marks.
Or else you only get half marks. Yeah. So you get 1 mark for the number, and then 1 mark for your reason. Okay?
I already textbook question.
You bet.